Oh, he's recording again.
No, he's just recording.
Rohan, buy seafarers.
I bought it, dog.
What do you mean?
I literally have
I'm
it.
adding.
I see it under my name.
Oh, there you are.
I do not know what to tell you.
Okay, why are we on 18 victory points?
Hello.
Because it's
Ooh,
Greater
that's
Catan.
thick.
So,
I don't know. That's the default. I'm gonna trust it.
are you sure? You
Does
swear?
ASMR tapping work in this?
What the? What is this?
Okay, wait,
Ritik,
no one's recording. Who's recording?
Game bar?
Yeah.
Ritik, please.
What?
Please, I need the disk space for the other video.
Oh, yeah, sure. I'll do it.
Thank you.
I know where I'm going.
Okay,
Wait.
Going
hold
to
on.
that desert
hold
island.
up. Hold up.
Oh yeah.
Are we restarting? Or are we playing this
No.
map?
No, we're playing it.
Look,
What the fuck
look
is
at
this
this.
shit?
Look at this.
But we don't know how Greater Catan works. Maybe the point is not to get resources.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's probably it.
Do you guys have anti 2 sheep? Minus 2 sheep. I need it.
Alright, are we leaving?
Yeah, this is AIDS, dude.
Okay.
Oh, we are
I didn't
leaving.
start recording.
Wow,
then.
this is risky. We're really like, well,
What? We're really like what?
I don't know. I feel like we used to be so grateful, and now we're just like
Yeah. Too
Mm.
easy. Too easy.
What a trash game, dude.
fan. Wait, Ritik, you have to intro us.
Yeah, I know, but we haven't started yet.
Okay.
This is free. Yeah, see?
Wait.
This is the music
Reset.
session.
I don't know. This is all trash. I don't know where to go. Mm.
What are you doing?
Boop.
Ooh.
Rohan, just to let you know, we all quit.
Oh,
Awful.
this is.
Meanwhile, he created like.
Yeah,
Wait.
Wow.
you're still on. You're still in the game.
I should have stayed here. At least the AI is nice to me.
Hey,
Wait.
we're nice to you.
Are we
Okay.
on Ritik's game? Because I just got an invitation from Gautam.
Yeah, I got it. I don't know. This it's glitching out. It doesn't know what it's doing. So I just left
Okay.
it.
I'm following Gautam. There we go.
Why are we playing this? Can we play Greater Catan?
Yeah.
I thought we just left Greater Catan.
Yeah,
We
but
left 'cause
that's
the
because
map
the
was
board
trash.
was. Yeah.
Oh. Oh, I thought that was like a thing.
No.
Mm-mm.
Did
We
you
were just
see
being
that
greedy.
wood? It was just wood. It was just wood in one
Mhm.
corner. 4 woods in one corner.
Okay, this is much
Yeah.
better.
This is more like it.
Wait.
Yeah.
Okay.
That actually was
What?
really good.
Mm-hmm.
What are the
is-
things without the numbers?
You probably
I think-
get there and then they tell you
yeah.
the number.
Don't know. We don't
Oh.
know. We're figuring it out.
Oh, I thought
First
that
one.
was the issue with the last one. Okay, cool.
No. This is
Now
the
we're
first
all on the same page.
Yeah. We all have no idea what's happening.
An
Okay,
app
I don't
with
know.
pure display of incompetence at computers. Let's talk about
Ah,
computers,
you
guys.
cuck.
I think that's a pretty good intro. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Yeah. So I chose the topic for computers because I'm computer science, and I think computers are. I think we all should just take 2 hours to really appreciate how far computer technology has been and how far it can go and how the world around us will change, all thanks to some dude like in like okay, I don't know the date exactly, but he invented those looming stuff where they place designs on cloth.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is what as consider computer scientists consider the first ever like a
Wait, Ritik, that's an invention
Yeah.
in Victoria too, right?
with looming. I don't know. Is
It's
it?
the jacquard loom. That's what it's called. It is.
Oh, okay.
I think it's an invention, and
Are you sure?
it should be if it's not.
Was
But
it invented? No, it was invented before that, though, right?
Oh, well then maybe I'm confused.
Yeah, I think it was invented way before that. But yeah, that's like the first thing that stores data, right? Because it's
Mhm.
stored the pattern. So that's why, yeah. And I think I thought that was really cool. I was thinking about computers not just as like these amazing processing stuff, but as just a means to store data and use it or replicate it, not to do calculations and stuff. But yeah, I
I'm
think so. How I wanted to start this was, I don't know. So I really wanted to go into like the history of computers, start from testing um and then go towards um how Turing came up with his machine and how that was like the first proper computational machine that actually did stuff, like did cool stuff. And and then yeah, and then we can look at the future. I think I think that's a pretty good way to go about it.
Cool.
So, do you guys have something to say?
Nothing much on the history from my side. So I don't know. You guys can like go over the history. My stuff. I just had like things about the future mostly. So
Okay.
you guys can nerd out about the history first.
History? Let's
Yeah,
just
let's do it.
Yeah, let's see that. Did anyone think about the history, or was it just me who's interested? I mean,
the only history I know really is the movie, The Imitation
the
Game.
imitation
Right?
game.
That's what it's
Okay.
called.
Yeah, it is the
Yeah.
imitation game.
So
Yeah. Although
that's
that
a movie
wasn't
about
really
Turing.
accurate because they used dials and stuff,
Right.
but Turing's actual machine had like a tube.
Okay.
For
So it was
light.
tubes. What?
Wait, what did the tubes do?
That is a good question. So what I know, the tubes, because I remember it was tubes because in one of the tubes, a bug went,
Oh,
and and then that's why the code wasn't working,
yeah.
and that's where the term bugs in programming comes.
What?
That's
Oh,
Yeah,
that's pretty
secret.
cool.
Whoa.
So it was based off real bugs.
yeah,
Oh my
That's
goodness.
crazy.
yeah, and in like some museum that I don't remember. There's the bug and the cube. It's there. Like it's framed. I don't know. It's
Wait,
like
like the bug?
what?
The bug, like the exact bug.
Yeah, I think.
Wow.
Wait one second. Yeah,
That's big.
probably dead, but yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
Probably.
yeah.
Uh,
probably. Hey, maybe it's surviving in there. Okay.
uh
You know
Okay.
what it's called when a computer of those times didn't have any bugs in it?
What?
They said it passed the tubing test.
Oh God.
Wait.
Okay. This is hard to pick, so I'm just gonna go here.
Uh,
Regrets.
Yeah, I know. It's probably like a horrible decision, but whatever. Yeah, and yeah, I'm a huge fan of Turing, although my prof, he doesn't really like, so before Turing there was this other person. I don't he's golden or some Gold or something like that. Okay, so we'll just call him Gold for now, because I don't know how to pronounce it right. And yeah, he had he had an idea as well for how to start with computers, and he had gears and stuff, but and like he got a lot of money invested into that, but for some reason the gears just wouldn't turn, and that's why his machine did not work, and that's why although and what Turing just did was Turing just built on that, and and I mean not to take away credit from him because I mean he still did that, and that was a pretty big deal because people couldn't do that. and yeah, and then it worked. But yeah, it was someone else that actually had like the initial idea.
What
And
was the implication for Britain in the? It was the First World War for having this
second,
technology.
it was to break the
Second?
Enigma. Yeah, second Enigma code.
The Germans would basically like all their long range radio messages would be like encoded, so the British intelligence wanted to know what they were saying. I think in
Okay.
the movie
Yeah,
it was start off it was like the submarines or like the convoy raiding and stuff that they tried to do, the wolf packs.
Or something about the U-boat
Yeah.
patterns, right? Where
U-boat
they
is
would know where the yeah.
yeah, U-boats are the
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Or are they submarines?
No, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Crap. Okay, that was a bad move from me, but
I wonder how they persuaded like these hard military guys to follow this computer. It must have been like really weird
well,
because those
according to
military guys,
movie,
yeah.
yeah, according to the movie, he got a lot of shit for spending so much power and all that stuff, right? But he was a
Yeah.
genius, right? He's like a amazing mathematician, and he had a great reputation for
Okay.
code breaking and stuff. So, and as like a non-expert, I guess they were wise enough to realize that it's good, but not wise enough to realize that being gay is fine. But yeah.
Didn't they try to shut him down because he was taking too long? I feel
Yeah,
like I remember that
according to
happening
the
in the
movie,
movie.
but
Yeah,
yeah, but it's the movie, right?
yeah.
So
Dude, I can just imagine like these military guys, because military men, just from what I could tell from like Joe Rogan's interview with Jocko Wilkins, I forgot his name,
Yeah.
Wilco, but it seems like they're really, really good at doing what they do and like not innovating. So they're really good at like strategizing and winning a war in the way that we do it now. So like walking up to a military guy and saying, "Hey, I have this new technology that can recognize patterns." At that time, there was no such thing as pattern recognition outside of people's minds. And so this guy, he probably came from a good university and everything, but to convince the military men to use it, like those guys needed to stake their reputations, to stake their teams, and everything. So
well,
I wonder,
it was
I wonder if there was
probably
like a test. Yeah,
go ahead.
yeah, there was probably just like a way that he had to prove himself first.
Yeah, there was a test, right, through which they selected people for the decoding, but it was mostly, well, it was like it's not soldiers or it's not generals that like it was probably someone above generals who got the information and he passed it on to the generals,
Mm.
like kind of
So
like
he
how
was working in the military. He wasn't just like some guy with an
yeah,
invention.
yeah, he was
Yeah.
working in the military.
Okay.
Yeah, he used the military money to
Yeah.
develop
Okay.
um develop the, the machine. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, and it's kind of great because all huge inventions kind of happen because of military, right? Okay, that's kind of
Mm.
sad. Everyone got nine, got bricked for nine except me. That was sad. Yeah. Anyway, but um, yeah, most advances happen because of the military budget, right?
I don't know about that. I guess
Yeah.
the nuclear bomb.
It was in a Joe Rogan podcast where Neil deGrasse Tyson spoke about it.
Damn,
Yeah,
that is sad.
and I think it's really cool and it makes sense and it's kind of sad as well. Yeah. Um, but yeah. What else? What else? What else? And okay, so that's the past, and then so before that, so there's another cool thing I think everyone should know. So anything that a Turing machine can do
Mm-hmm.
is the only thing that can be done by a Java program.
Wow.
So like computation wise, there is nothing that puts Turing machine at like a disadvantage, even because it's like how old? Like 1940s, and it was like 80 years apart. Yeah.
So like modern computers just do it faster. The like.
Modern computers, yeah, they just do it at a better. Okay, stop. What did I do to you? They just do it at a better pace and take
Hmm.
less time
Hmm.
because yeah, processors got stronger. But as long as it's computable, like compute, so we call it computable. Whatever any problem that can be solved, and yeah, any problem that can be solved using a Turing machine can be solved using a Java program, or any
So then,
problem that
so
can
then
be
like,
solved. Yeah, go ahead.
so then help me understand here. So in the past 80 years, most of the advances have come from computer engineers rather than computer scientists.
Computer engineers making transistors smaller and smaller and smaller versus computer scientists have
Right.
developed codes
Right.
that run faster and faster, right? That take less stuff,
Right.
take less, consume less. Yeah.
And I guess the
And
computer scientists also like expanding the use case a lot.
the use case?
Like where you can use, like what and where
Yeah,
you can use
yeah,
computers.
like because like Turing machine was not built
Hmm.
to swipe right on Tinder, right?
Hmm.
Versus Java can be used to swipe right Tinder. So
Damn, how do you know that?
yeah, I built a program for it on GitHub just in case anyone wants it.
Uh-huh.
uh, and yeah, and so applications changed, but till in the only thing that can break that, the computational limit, is probably quantum computers.
Wow.
Yeah, and yeah, and that's kind of that's kind of crazy, right?
It
I
is
don't
for
know.
sure.
Yeah,
So what
for me it
exactly
was
is a
really yeah.
Can you
Okay.
explain what a quantum computer is and how it's different? And what
Did
it's like,
does
what, like, how big, how much should we care about quantum computing?
I think we
Like,
should
how big is
okay.
its impact?
Okay, so its impact is huge. Okay? So if we have quantum computing right now, all security as we know it is just completely destroyed. Just
Okay.
completely. Like you are not secure on the internet anymore.
So quantum
If
computing can
quantum,
break encryption.
it will break encryption really quickly.
Ooh,
It'll do
that's
it.
Whoa.
sick.
Yeah. So everything we have so far
Hmm.
would not be strong enough to be able to.
Chairman Shi wants to know your location.
Yeah. And it's hard, right? Getting
Hmm.
quantum computers, so that's the problem.
Right.
But yeah, I'm really excited for them. And of course, it'll break it, but things change, right? Things
Yeah.
develop, so
Mm.
we'll probably have um better
Hmm.
encryption and stuff,
Hmm.
and it'll be different. So anyway, how does quantum computers work? So does anyone wanna has anyone researched quantum computers that they
Yeah,
want to talk about?
I've researched a bit, but still kind of unsure. It's about the superposition, and it's not just bits of zeros and ones, but it's qubits of percentages. So you can have a lot more kind of shading in your code, I guess, if that makes sense. But
Well,
I'm not.
yeah, well,
I'm,
this isn't about code, right? The
yeah,
problem isn't about the code. The problem is about the
processing.
basic, yeah, basic processing is too weak, or to put it, even though it's really strong, but it'll take like forever to be able to compute something. So one way to think about So, okay, let me think about this for a second. Um, okay, yeah. So one way to think about a problem that can't be computable right now is because it'll just keep running forever. So you make it do code, you have a code for it, and it'll just run forever and will not know anything. And that was actually one of the problem initially with Turing machine, as you probably is there in the movie as well. It took too long to compute it, and
Mhm.
we didn't know if it was actually possible. So like the people in the movie got pissed, obviously, right? Because there's time is precious during wars, but Turing knew that it would work because his math was right, so it had to work,
Mm-hmm.
and and I mean, and it did. So yeah, so that's one problem, and it's actually really famous. It's called halting problem. So whether it halts or not, which makes sense, right? And with quantum computers, that becomes not a problem because they do halt and they do give a result, and that is because they can do more stuff at once. And why is that? Because of the superposition of stuff. So everyone knows. Okay, so Gautam's a biologist, so I'll explain superposition. Okay.
Yeah. Yes,
Um,
here's
You
the
have like
answer.
an IR major and an economics major here, but you choose to pick on the biology major. Honestly, I respect it. I respect it.
yeah, as any other science, I have to, bro.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Go for
Um,
it.
anyway, so superposition is pretty much so like light, okay? Light is a wave um and a particle at the same time, right? Which is what wave particle duality is. And so that happens even for electrons, right? So electrons or even all matter as we know it is in a certain superposition. So you have a wavelength, everyone has a wavelength, it's just really small that we can't see it. And yeah, and so that's pretty much what we're doing with qubits. So qubits are in a superposition of zeros and ones.
Mhm.
And so how does that help us? So when we let it go through gates, so like AND gate, not gate, or gates, they can change based on another important thing is quantum entanglement. Okay, so with I should have said that before. Quantum entanglement is also really important. So what is quantum entanglement? When two things are created at the same time at a quantum level, they somehow weirdly share, like reflect on, not reflect. They can give you properties about each other. So let's say if A and B were created and A is spinning left, okay? Then B will also be spinning left. Is that correct? I think I'm
Isn't
correct,
it
right?
opposites?
Is it opposites? I could be
I think
wrong.
it's opposites.
Okay, so we'll assume that
But if
it's
you
opposite.
change, but if you change
And
one, then the other one, even if it's on the other side of the universe, will switch
yeah,
immediately.
yeah.
So that's
So
communication faster than the speed of light.
and that is really important because that's how it happens in this thing. So with AND gates and NOT gates, we can get properties of so we can know if one is zero and the other one is one. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Does it actually?
Yeah.
Okay, because to me, in my head, it did not make sense. I don't know. Okay, I'm sorry, but yeah, to me in my head, it was like, what am I saying?
So the wait, so
Yeah,
how?
go ahead.
Well, I guess it's
Yeah, and
quantum. That's
then
how.
and
But
then
I was just wondering how like it gets faster than the speed of light,
oh
and
yeah, I don't
and
know.
the ramifications that might have.
Because it doesn't travel, I guess. They're just connected to each other. But
Yeah,
it
they
is
just
definitely weird.
yeah. Um,
But still, at like a subatomic level, there's still some movement happening, isn't there? Is there?
Well,
Probably.
the movement doesn't happen faster than the speed of light. But like if I'm here and you guys are on the other side of the universe, if I gave you an instruction to switch, then it'll take X amount of light years to get to you, and then you'll switch. But these guys, the communication between them is what's faster than the speed of light, not the switching itself.
Yeah. So it's not about because I really don't know how it transmits so quickly. Um, I'm trying to think of ways, and I don't know if I remember it exactly or if this was even true. Anyway, we'll just assume that okay, it happens, and um, and so that is important because now we can know properties of one electron passing through one gate and the other electron passing through other gate, and then we can measure it. And so the tendency of something being in a superposition is when we measure it, they break down, right? They collapse into one position.
Mm-hmm.
So, so an electron, when measured, it'll be either a particle, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And um, and yeah, so we're using that to our strength and getting information. Does that make sense? So, does that make sense?
I'm actually not
Mm,
sure how that translates, superposition translating to carrying more information. Is it because all the superpositions are information that we carry, but we only need to use one to carry it, one particle to carry it?
Yeah, so it's like, so imagine, so if you're doing some process that takes, let's say, okay, let me think about this. How do I frame this? So it becomes exponential as we get, so with one transistors, with a certain transistor, there's only two possible ways, right? Which is true or false.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, versus one being in a quantum superposition, it can be true, false, true, true or false, or true and false at the same time.
Oh.
So that offers one more power, right?
Hmm.
And imagine that with more AND gates.
I see.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, kind of.
It's hard. I know it is hard. Well, I don't know exactly how this works, right? This is me watching one video and trying to interpret it as best as I can because I haven't done this, right? It's not, well, this is not exactly my field, right? My field is computer science, which is more about artificial intelligence and stuff like that, and I'm sure we'll get to that. But this is what, as a computers admirer, I know.
Do you know what the not the consequences are, but the benefits to a company that develops a quantum computer like Google and IBM? They have a quantum computer, so is that gonna just like make them destroy any other tech company? Is that gonna be able to? Is that gonna allow them to do whatever they do now, but just at 10 times the scale or 100 times the scale? Are they gonna be selling these quantum computers? What what does quantum computing unlock for a company that develops it, and what can we expect, like if you're looking at the stock price of these companies, how is it going to benefit that?
Well, okay, so quantum computers, if they're working, so if Google's quantum computer is actually working and it works perfectly, like exactly how we want it to, then we have pretty much unlimited computational power.
Hmm.
Like, I don't know, I don't think even mathematicians who calculate what stuff is um what stuff is computational or not know the limit is. Because if there is a limit, we can just add more transistors
Mm.
and it'll work. Because we have exponential growth, right?
Right.
Right.
Because one transistor, adding one transistor to one thing increases the amount of results we can get, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's just a normal case in a normal computer, correct? So, oh crap, I forgot to record.
Oof.
Oh man, I'm so sorry.
Oh,
Oh my god.
It's all
Oh my
good.
god.
it's
The
all good.
gameplay or the
It's
audio?
What? Yeah, we're clear with the audio, but people will just give them a warning now. We'll just be like,
Mm-hmm.
But you forgot to record the video.
yeah, the video.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
that's fine. I thought the
Yeah.
audio.
That's fine. We
Oh
can
no,
play.
no, no, the
We can play
audio.
stock footage of like computers or something.
Yeah,
It's all
we
good.
can like
It's like
Yeah,
your
we're recording
presentation.
now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kritik, why? Why?
But
Why did you do that?
why did I? Not gonna lie, I'm not paying attention to the game.
Uh-huh. Sure.
Yeah, I think it takes just a little bit of concentration to explain quantum computers. So like,
I
you
know,
have to play.
just a little bit. Okay,
Yeah.
Hey,
not too
he
much
had
though.
enough attention to cuck me.
Yeah, I don't know why, but I did. I don't know
I
how,
swear,
but
dude.
we,
Uh-huh. Yeah, I wonder how, bro.
Mhm.
No idea.
Just literally just a reflex. If he's not thinking, that's what that's what
Yeah.
goes through his
Yeah.
mind.
Shit, okay, Gotham. Yeah, he's not even winning. Okay, whatever, it's fine.
Oof.
Anyway, that's a good
Um,
start for people to know. People will know that the first move that I did was cut Gotham. There we
yeah. Oh.
go.
Okay,
That's
so
good
if
for-
Google gets a quantum computer, what do you think
Like,
will happen?
okay,
Like,
well,
should we
if
be
we
Let's say
have,
they make
afraid?
I
Should
think,
we
it
be like,
works.
oh no, we should be okay. So me, I'm an optimistic person about this. Okay,
Mhm.
so we should be afraid because most of our technology will be able to get hacked easily.
okay,
Easily. Okay, it will take
easily? That's
it
very
completely.
comforting.
Yeah, just completely.
Mhm.
Okay, easily.
Mhm.
Bankings, everything. Like
Nice.
bankings will be able to get hacked easily. Everything, but eventually we'll have quantum security,
Interesting.
right?
Oh, you guys
And
suck.
why? Oh yeah,
What?
four. Nice. Yeah,
Keyword blocked.
and yeah. So eventually there will be good stuff, and I think that's kind of what happened even at the start, right?
Right.
Hacking was just too easy. So,
Mhm.
well, it's still not too easy, but whoever has the quantum computer, for them, it'll be too easy.
Right.
But we
And
shouldn't be too worried, right? Because it's just so hard to build a quantum computer
yeah,
that it's
it
probably
is.
not going to get in the wrong hands.
Could we develop
Hopefully.
quantum security before a quantum computer? Is that possible?
Not really. I don't
Not
think
really. Okay. Nice.
because we don't know what we're protecting against, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
And
Should we be flocking to buy Google stock then and IBM stock? Because I know they have a quantum computer as well. Should we be buying stock of these companies because they're just going to explode because of this new breakthrough?
because of this new breakthrough, well, if it is real, and if it was real, then Google would be way more hyped up about it, right? As I
Mhm.
see it,
Mm.
that like Google would have this power that could pretty much tell us, like they could probably run the computer, use the computer to run exactly like maximize their profit. So you know how in economics there's a thing that
Mhm.
that how much a customer is willing to pay for a for a product.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Google
yeah,
will
yeah.
probably know that.
So
So Google will, with
no, but
Pixel
just the
5,
technology itself. Like, are they going to be able to make servers out of this thing? Are they going to be able to compute a lot more? Are their algorithms going to get a lot faster
great.
for their advertising?
Well,
Is
everything will be a lot faster than it already is. Plus, we'll have a lot more power, so we will be able to simulate more stuff, simulate heavy like quantum stuff, like quantum mechanics stuff, we would probably be able to predict the motion of electrons, maybe. Okay, I don't know if it's truly random or not, but yeah, and we'll know if we can pretty much handle all the quantum stuff. Then I don't know. You tell me what the limit is.
So there's going to be a huge demand for this technology once it works,
Well, if it goes into consumer hands, right?
or business hands.
Yeah, or business hands. But if it does go into business hands, of course, there's going to be a huge demand. There's probably already huge demand for it.
Wait, so I have a question. Is
Yeah.
this something that's being researched to see if it's even possible, or we know it's possible, we just can't really build it right now?
We know it's possible. We just don't know how to build it.
Interesting.
So this is definitely something that can be done.
That can be done, probably.
So we're just
100%. Yeah. It's not like quantum computer says, no, you can't do this.
No, I
We
meant
can
like, is
clearly
it
do
like,
this. Yeah. I know,
okay,
I know what you mean. Like there, it's not. So there's one. Okay, so the major problem with our computation right now is our transistors can't get any smaller.
right.
Mm-hmm.
So we have a lot of transistors, and if it gets any smaller, then the electron will just pass through.
Okay, so
We'll
what's
just
the
what?
curve called where it like flattens out?
Moore's law.
Moore's
Mhm.
law. Yeah. See, you guys remember. Thank you. You guys
Right.
remember. Yeah, thank you.
Mhm.
Moore's law, and we're literally we can't get any closer. I don't know. I think we're really close to the limit, and yeah, and so that's why we need quantum computers, because they, with their transistors, no matter how big they are, like right now they're huge, right? Like
Right.
if you see
Mm-hmm.
the IBM one, it's big. It's
Mhm.
not pocketable. Like your phone. Yeah. It's
It's pretty
nothing.
far from pocketable, I guess.
Yeah. and and yet it is a lot stronger than this thing, right?
Right.
And with economics of scale, we'll be better at building it and all that stuff. And once it gets it's I think it's gonna be revolutionary. Wait, what was the main question? Sorry, I get too distracted when I talk about.
Just the stock price.
Yeah,
But
it'll
it
probably.
looks like it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, but
Like it's gonna be
that's the
huge.
thing, right? We don't know if Google got it, then yeah, then it'll definitely go up. I don't know if when Google announced that it went up, not sure. I don't think I was looking at stocks then. Um, so I don't remember, but it'll definitely go up. It's just that maybe someone else is already researching that and they get a breakthrough. Maybe I'm researching in my backyard right now, quantum
Eh.
computing, and I'll
So,
get it, you know?
so just for the record, Ritik, so that you can tell everyone you told people to buy Google stock way back when. You're telling
But
people to buy Google stock?
no, I'm not telling people
Oh,
to buy Google stock. I don't know. If they don't get it,
KG.
then
I see how it
if
is.
I get it and I start manufacturing it,
Mhm.
then my stock will go up. And if
Okay.
I sell it to Google, then still my stock will go up. Right?
So
So
buy light
you're,
bulb
what you're
stock.
saying is you're gonna win.
Yeah, yeah. You should buy my stock to do it.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah,
but
this video is sponsored by Light Bulb, guys. They're a tech consultancy firm, run by a couple of close friends of ours. That's all I'm gonna say about it.
anyway,
It's
yeah,
the
and
future.
Mm-hmm.
it is definitely that's what we're researching, bro,
Yep.
as we make websites.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and it'll. I don't know how to explain the vast amount of power we will have once once we get quantum computers. Like, because already, like, it's like imagining when Turing was there, what we'll have now.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
And
I'm. It seems like it's going to be a really huge thing, and not really for like a stock jump as soon as they get it, but like as in long term, in 10 years, that that the Google company is going to be worth, or that Alphabet's going to be worth like $10 trillion
yeah,
or whatever, just because of this new technology. Okay, cool. I'll look into it.
Oh, so all these tiles move.
Apparently, they
So
started moving.
Why do
like
they move?
Get ready.
Wait, what
that's
moved?
crazy. So
I don't know what to do now. Wait, this isn't planned.
yeah, this is kind of boring.
Um.
Wait, what do you mean they
Okay.
moved?
I'm just.
Like see the wheat post?
Which one? Yeah.
Wheat post. Yeah, you see the rock there?
Wait, the wheat? Oh, yeah.
You see the rock there? How it does not
Yeah.
have a cow? Someone just stole my 9 for wood. Oh my
Oh,
god.
wait.
Unlucky.
What? We stole the wood, dude. Yo, this is great.
uh.
It's so cursed. Can
Bro,
we
All right.
please
Time to
go?
discover more, boys. Keep
this
going.
is
Ever
strange. Can you take
onwards.
it back?
I
I
don't
don't
Yeah,
know.
know.
by like placing
Oh,
a road or
shit.
something.
So you have to. No, you have to expand. So am
Yeah,
I.
you have to be
This
quick.
is sick. Ooh, I'm enjoying this.
Stop.
Oh,
Oh.
Bro.
maybe there's like a total number of ones that can have numbers on it, and as you explore more, the numbers in the middle get taken away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
so I lost my
All right.
number to Rohan's expansion.
All
I'm
right, GG,
really
Rohan.
like I'm really not appreciating my choice to pick a lot of bordering tiles right now.
GG,
Oof.
Rohan.
Yeah.
Because you can only pick the
It's
tiles
done.
that you border. You can only
Oh,
pick the
really?
tiles that you sit on. Yeah.
Oh, so you chose my wood,
Yeah.
but you didn't choose Gotham's wood.
No.
Why?
Does it look like I'm about to win?
Yeah,
Just tell me.
exactly. I know.
Does
Does
it
it
look
look like
like I've
I'm
done
about
anything?
to win?
Yeah, a little bit.
How? I'm 1-4.
Bro, you
Means
have
I'm
more
not.
boats than I have anything.
This
Yeah,
changes the game.
all right. Anyway, back to the real topic. While I
Mm-hmm.
cry on this. I'm losing literally my wood source. Yeah, so I don't know how to say it. It's crazy technology, and I'm really looking forward to it because
Mm-hmm.
it'll make science better or more. It'll make us discover new things, unlock more secrets about the world.
Right.
Like, like we could probably, I can make the claim that um, we could probably understand what happens when we go inside a black hole or like
Whoa.
something like that.
That's sick.
And I wouldn't be like crazy,
Mm-hmm.
although I am, but yeah, just let me know. Um,
Uh-huh.
and yeah, and I think it'll even help with AI because,
Interesting.
and that'll bring to our other really cool topic within computers, which is artificial intelligence, because quantum computers can handle a lot of data at once, right?
Right.
And and if we can just they can process a lot of data at once, right? Process is the right word. That's what I was just correcting
Mm-hmm.
myself.
Mm-hmm.
And if we can process a lot of stuff at once, and we put that in artificial intelligence, then I don't know what the limit is anymore. And I don't know if that should even be controlled or not. But
Yeah.
that's yeah. And I think it's great though. I think it's great for knowledge. And yeah, I was telling Gotham about this today that most like coding jobs will become really different, and it will not be about me making a website. Although like even though I'm making a website, there's still 100% more efficient ways of making a website than just coding it, right? Right now we
Right.
have it. It's
Mm-hmm.
just it's just there's not a lot of options, so and it takes time. So just imagine all that just being
Mm-hmm.
computed in like one computational time.
Oof.
So everything would just be done, and it's crazy. And I'm not completely crazy if I make that claim.
Exciting times, man. What can I
Yeah,
say?
I don't know. Is there anything else you'd like to know? Stop,
Do you
stop
think?
taking money.
Oh no!
Give it all.
Don't do it! Don't do it!
I'm curious about
Please.
something related to AI and how like the quantum computers unlock AI and how we're going to be able to get a lot more nuanced and specific and I guess real intelligence of the AI. How that relates to Elon Musk's project of Neuralink and us becoming more and more integrated with these machines, and how better AI will lead to better Neuralink, and how we would then be able to even transition over into a computer, like our brains into a computer, and how would that work?
Um, let's see. Wait, 1 second. 1 second. So Rohan, you get a
Mhm.
choice on what to move where.
Yes.
So
But the
if
thing
I
is, you
wanted,
can't. So my plan was to move the 6 wood, but apparently you
yeah.
can't move the same resource. You can't just like shift it.
Oh, okay. So it has
Yeah.
to be a different
Yeah.
resource
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. That makes sense.
Well, I mean, so that's my theory anyway. I'm not entirely
Okay,
sure.
sure. All right. Okay. Yes. Let's see. So neural link. Can you remind me what neural link is again?
It's the implant that puts electrodes in your brain so that the when neurons communicate with each other, there's an energy potential, and so that
Hmm.
can be picked up by these copper wires. And so if you have like one neural link, you'll have maybe 1,000, I guess 1,000 of these wires in your head, and so the inputs and outputs of your brain as a computer would not be limited by your eyes and your mouth or your fingers. There would be a straight communication from your ideas to your to whatever you're transmitting to, whether that's your computer or another person, and that is going to be great. And Elon Musk says that this is the way to incorporate into computers so that we can ride the wave of AI when they take over, so to speak.
Interesting.
And yeah, and how does what was your question again?
So yeah, just talking a bit about that. And is it possible to put a brain completely in a computer, given that quantum computers unlock crazy AI power,
Oh yeah,
processing
for
power?
sure. I think quantum computers are stronger than brains.
Yeah, for sure. But would
Yeah,
the consciousness carry? And what's that future going to look like? Are we going to be able to upload our brains to a computer and never die?
probably for sure, for sure. Computers upload our brains to computers and not that. Yeah, I think even if we don't have quantum computers, but still just keep researching in AI, we can do that.
That's exciting.
'Cause, yeah, we don't need to, because it's just a lot of information, and we have ways to store a lot of information, right? It's not a lot
Hmm.
of processing power.
Hmm.
I'm actually not sure. Gautam would probably be able to help here. Like,
Oh yeah, that is
what's
true.
the processing power of a brain, and how does the brain kind of bring out this consciousness that we experience, and would we lose that if we carry over to a computer?
I don't know the exact processing power. Um, I think the consciousness thing is still something that's being researched. I mean, it's still a huge mystery. Like they have no idea how this is even coming about.
How consciousness? Yeah, that was my concern as well. I don't know. Like, do we know how consciousness
No,
works? Yeah,
no,
that's
we
like.
don't.
So I don't know. It'll probably. The thing is, we don't know exactly. Can I make that claim? Okay, you can correct me if I'm wrong, Gotham. We don't know exactly how our brains work, right? And the funny thing is, we also don't know exactly how a machine learning algorithm works. So yeah, I think I don't know. Uh, is that was really cool to me because like so the machine learning algorithm has all sort of these nodes and stuff like that, and we kind of know that so each probability wise it can pick one thing, but we don't know the insides of it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
The black box, right?
Yeah, kinda. Kinda. I don't know. Am I crazy? Does this, because to me, all of this initially did not make sense.
I
That
think it's just
how
hard
can
to
we
wrap
code
my mind
something?
around it.
Yeah, it is a lot to wrap your mind around. Because imagine trying to code something and not know exactly what it does.
Yeah.
It's so wild.
Yeah, me coding in recursion.
Oh god.
Dude, I have a question for you.
Yeah, let's go.
I don't know if you've heard either Joe Rogan or Sam Harris talk about it, but like, so they say that the future potential of AI,
Hmm.
we may reach a point where you have AI that can learn like thousands of times faster than we can. Not even thousands, like millions of times, and it'll like experience time in a scale that we can't even imagine. Like 1 second for us would be as if this AI has been around for like a million years and it can
Mhm.
learn and do everything. Is that like something that's actually possible?
That a computer can, like, feeling of time.
Not
I don't
the
know.
not the feeling of time, but like
Oh,
how
okay.
it can process
Yeah,
like what we would consider a million years worth of information in like a
yeah.
second for us.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
Elon,
yeah, for sure.
Elon Musk said it would be like us talking to a tree, and
Hmm.
how we would feel really frustrated if we're gonna try to have a conversation with a tree, because our ability to move and adapt and think is a lot faster than a tree's. So that's how the AI will probably feel about us.
Huh.
But yeah,
Hmm.
for sure. Because see, it's just the problem with let's see, okay, before I say something completely wrong, let me think about this. So the problem with artificial intelligence is that um so we do have the processing power, right? So like we don't need quantum computers to, because we kind of do have artificial intelligence, right? Like Google searches, not the assistant exactly, but the searches have artificial intelligence. It's not just you looking for random words, but it's what what the computer thinks is exactly what you're looking for. Does
Yeah.
that make sense?
Yeah, yeah.
And and so that's artificial intelligence. That's to a certain extent machine learning. Machine learning's basic algorithm, like the first algorithm as a machine learning person you'll learn, is to recognize numbers and kind of like to recognize numbers. And isn't that kind of what I guess babies do as well?
Yeah.
You know? So
Yeah.
it's just about feeding it enough data.
Hmm.
And and as our storage methods get better and better, we will be able to do it. So I don't see a need for quantum computers for that. And and already they're really good, right?
Yeah.
Like just basic computers, if we can code them, they're a lot faster than us humans, right?
Yeah.
So so I don't see why I don't know. Okay, maybe you can help me out with this. I don't see why it is not possible for an artificial intelligence to perform better.
Hmm. That's weird. So we're gonna make something that's just way better than us to the point where it can like, do you ever worry about the possibility of, I don't want to say
So
this, but like a Skynet type situation where,
Wait,
so
what's
what?
the
Skynet?
AI,
Oh,
it's like the
the
Terminator
Matrix. Oh, never mind.
where the where the robots take over basically.
Okay, okay.
So
But do you
how
think,
so I have okay. So I have watched a lot of TED Talks about this, and it's definitely really scary. Okay, for sure.
yeah,
we can, if we play our cards right, if we take the right steps, like if we, because in the end we're training it, right?
Yeah.
It's like a baby, okay? You guys watch Chappie? I think Chappie is pretty good
Yeah.
to
Hmm.
Ewan told me about it, so it's really funny. But it's a really funny movie, um and yeah, I think it's kind of like that because it's about us raising another baby who's a billion times smarter than us. So it's like, yeah, and so it's and what another thing we could do is like integrate with it,
Yeah.
right? So we could um 1 second.
Is that an inevitable thing that we're just inevitably going to combine with computers, and it's just a matter of time? And
Like Elon Musk said, aren't we already combined with computers?
yeah, but like completely to a point where our bodies aren't relevant anymore.
We don't need biology. I'd be happy.
Eh,
Hey, it's based on biology, all right?
Mhm.
You better be thankful.
Oh crap. Okay. I did something
Do you
wrong.
think do you think that's more
Wait,
likely?
sorry, 1 second. 1 second. 1 second.
wait, guys, I'll be right back. I need to switch to my headphones. 2
Yeah,
minutes.
I kind of stopped the recording accidentally. Anyway, yeah, what were you saying?
Do you think it's more likely that we will integrate with AI and like technology before we build this super AI that is like that'll just leave us in the dust?
We will be the super AI, I think.
Okay,
I think that's what
that's
we
cool.
should be aiming for.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think we should aim to like, I don't know, ideally build an AI that like, I don't know, like build limits into it, I guess.
Well, we just be the AI, right?
Yeah.
And then we can discuss
Hmm.
if it's if we are worthy of that power.
Yeah.
Okay.
What
I don't
about
know.
the like, what about the like ethical implications behind AI?
Yeah,
Like, do
and
we treat AI as like a person, or like once they get to, if they get to that stage?
Yeah, what role does the government play?
really, bro? Really?
What role does like
Okay.
politics?
So one thing everyone should know, I have told everyone that we're not gonna be talking about politics in this one. Um,
I had to
Hmm.
do it, dude. He
Hmm.
set me
anyway,
up so perfectly.
ethically, I think we should. It's like how I see it is like a type of evolution.
Hmm. Yeah. Like
And
I read a book a while in Ice Age actually, called Life 3.0. And it's basically he was basically saying that like once we integrate an AI becomes an integral part of our lives, it'll just be kind of like a new level of life. Like life 1.0 was before we had like advanced brains and advanced consciousness. So like AI will just be the next step in that
yeah,
evolution. And it's interesting
yeah,
to think of evolution not really in like the classic Darwinian biological sense, but more in the like, I don't know,
in the cooler
less,
sense.
yeah, just like less of like a gradual, like
Yeah,
minuscule change and just like one giant leap one day.
yeah, for mankind. Yeah,
Hmm.
Dude, I
I
think
mean,
the
we've been
beautiful
taking
thing
leaps.
is if you have an AI that can reproduce, and what I mean is like an AI that can create more AIs from itself,
Is that beautiful to
Darwinian
you?
evolution could still apply there.
Oh
We
Hmm.
could
yeah,
have
for sure.
natural selection between AI,
Yeah.
which would be super interesting.
Hmm.
it would change.
Mm, well, no, um, because there isn't. Huh,
No, it
would
could
The
you?
thing
happen,
is,
right?
AI doesn't die, right?
Yeah,
It
Yeah.
wouldn't
and
Well, also,
die.
but also like if natural selection is your genes get passed on, so that works based, and you choose your best mates, and the bad ones die. So I guess AIs would form and they would merge. Is that what it would be like? And the bad AIs would not find any merging partners. What does it mean for AI to merge?
Well, I'm saying one AI would create a better AI, and would just outcompete all the other AIs, maybe destroy them. Like, I don't know.
Or just,
It's hard
yeah,
to.
or well, it's not destroy them. It'll be like how we did with artificial intelligence. We'll combine with them to be better. So let's
Yeah.
say artificial intelligence offers us to be able to do 2 plus 2. Let's say 2 plus 2 was not possible for us human brains, and artificial intelligence will allow us to do 2 plus 2. Um, so that will be one boost, and then that artificial intelligence, that cyborg of us, will will create one thing that could allow us to multiply 2 and 2.
But wouldn't the AI have to be like heavily incentivized to reproduce, like for Darwinian kind of evolution to take place? Wouldn't like reproduction have to be the primary goal of like all AI kind of like it is for
Yeah.
humans?
Yeah. That's true.
Well,
Well, it won't
improvement,
be about, yeah, it
improvement
won't be
might
about,
be,
yeah,
Improvement.
yeah.
yeah, it'll be like improvement, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It won't be the same anymore. It won't be how we see it. In the end, isn't reproduction just, is it
Improvement.
improvement?
I guess
No,
it's
it's
like improvement of the
survival.
It's an
human genome, I
accidental.
suppose.
It's an accidental improvement.
All right. So is
Like, there's
that,
no,
holy
there's nothing
crap.
driving improvement. It's all random accidents that happen to have improved us from a single cell to a human being.
So as we
Those
said that,
accidents are
my
mutations, right?
laptop just became super hot.
Oh,
It knows, bro.
I heard it.
getting turned
talking
on.
talking about AI
Yeah.
reproduction and
It's getting a little.
Yeah.
Or think you want to
you
check
need a
on
minute,
Cortana
Ritik?
there for a second? Like, should we put that in the
Yeah,
title?
there will definitely be improvements, and they will choose. Yeah, the bad AIs would die out just without. And I guess we would tie this into economics as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like the bad AIs would not produce the same profits as good AIs will. Um, I guess we can talk a little bit about that. Like,
It'll just be like a software
yeah,
update, right? So,
yeah,
yeah, sorry to
yeah.
interrupt you, but
Mm.
how I see it, it's like, imagine like a feature on your phone that you never use and don't really like, but Apple was like, "Oh, this is so cool! Oh my God!" Like, okay, like the Force Touch, okay? I'm sorry, Ewan.
Or the touch bar.
No, no, like the Force Touch, like the where you
Yeah.
press it harder
Mhm.
Yeah.
to get the drop down instead of holding it longer. And they got rid of it, right?
Yeah.
Because there was more to make as well. It was making it thicker as well.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
that's cool. And that makes sense. So, um, yeah, I was just curious about how it's really expensive to develop an AI, right? The same as the quantum computers. And so we, the people who are developing them aren't doing it out of goodwill. They're doing it out of profit seeking. So are we making these inventions, if you can call it that, or these innovations, um, in a way that shapes our immediate expectations of them, not in a way that allows their total potential in the future? Does that question make sense?
Yeah, it does. But like, are the two mutually exclusive?
Right. So that's another thing that I have no idea. So if you make AI generally, like we'll be using it for better algorithms to
Mm-hmm.
connect ads with people and stuff like that, but that's obviously not the end result that these AIs can make. But is the ad optimization AI useful for general AI? And how does that work?
Mm, well, I would think so, because like I think the reason why people are so excited about general AI is because it can kind of it has more potential to improve itself. You know what I mean? And so
Mm-hmm.
to the goal of like becoming a better ad bot or whatever. Like if you can just like if you don't have to pay like I guess computer science scientists or whatever to like improve the AI or improve the ad bot, like that's a win, you know?
Okay.
Can we
But
really make that?
and so all AI developments are useful in the pursuit of the development of general AI.
Yeah.
I mean, the other way
'Cause
around, I think. But honestly, I don't know. Go for it, Rithik.
wait, what do you mean? Why do you think it's the other way around?
I
No,
think
it's just
like
that
general AI will be
yeah.
useful for like all kind of like automated things, won't it?
Yeah, but to get there, wouldn't we need the
The random thing.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I agree.
So wait, I got lost there.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of an analogy. Like the development of the engine for the car was useful later because we used the same engines to make airplanes, just larger and more like specific in a way, but it's they lead in the same direction. But um, okay, maybe I thought of an example. So um, the development of cars, we have been making cars for maybe like 100 years, right?
Hmm.
And we've been making them better and better and better. And these companies, like me and my dad were talking about this, like um, BMW, Volkswagen, they all have perfected the engine and the car. And so, but but that's irrelevant for the next step of cars, which is electric cars that are self-driving. Like all those 100 years of innovation, like people's full careers have been dedicated to just perfecting this combustion engine. But that's irrelevant to battery cars. So is it in the same way that um, that specific AI or narrow AI is not really applicable to general AI. So is it like moving from a combustion engine to a battery car, or is it like moving from a car engine to a um, airplane engine where it is relevant?
Hmm. I think it's more like I think it's more like you know what? I don't know. I don't know. I think it's more like the plain one
Yeah, so we'll be taking what we learned from making um, narrow AI and then applying it to
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 a
make a
bigger
general
one.
AI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that makes sense. Versus because I think it's a different because like making cars with cars and stuff, it's a different thing, right? We
Hmm.
were forced into researching for electric cars, right? Are electric cars just generally better and faster than than petrol or than fuel cars right now? No, right?
What?
Almost.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Isn't the fastest one not an electric car?
Yeah, the top speed one is still a combustion car, but for
And
acceleration, I think it's probably the Tesla Roadster.
are you
Yeah,
sure? Really?
I'm
yeah.
not sure, but I
I
know at
know
least the next version. Yeah,
electric cars definitely beat out in terms of acceleration. I'm not sure about top speed. And with
top
top
speed
speed,
Well,
definitely not.
I don't know, like if Tesla wanted to make the fastest car, I feel like they could.
Hmm.
It's just yeah.
so the electric car technology. Oh wow. I really have to give up my that thing
Hmm.
to put it there, but
Hmm.
I can't put it there.
Why can't
Dumbass.
you?
No, I mean it's fine. I can just I can
Wait, what?
Wow.
You took
Yeah.
away mine?
Yeah, I just took away yours and took mine. Yeah.
Dude, I think it's random. I think it just chooses which ones
No,
you
no, no.
want
You
to build.
select it. You choose it. You choose it.
No, I know,
I
but
chose mine.
the options that it gives you are random, I think.
No, it doesn't give you all the options that you stand on.
Boys, I have 10
No,
wood right now.
For
No,
me,
because
it
it
just
gave me
did.
Rohan gave
Damn.
please.
No.
It gave me random ones that I'm not even on.
Wow.
Okay.
Rohan place.
Lucky you.
Well, actually, like Loki. Kind of down.
Yeah, so our electric cars just how are they faster than like what is about their engine that makes it?
So,
I don't know if you
so
guys know
yeah.
this, but yeah.
So
Um,
the top speed is higher for combustion cars because they can handle more power at the maximum level. But for acceleration, they have a linear torque curve. Like when you drive a car, it goes like "Woo," and
yeah,
it goes like exponential. But it like if you floor the gas pedal, it's not going to immediately floor the speed.
yeah,
But because there it, the flooring the gas, you need to get petrol from the engine and shoot it into the combustion, and that needs to build up. And I mean, obviously, it's a lot more nuanced than that, but it's not immediate. But if you just think about any electric motor that you have, and you just have a dial that makes it more or less. Like
yeah,
there is no delay. There is no nothing needs to build up. So if you press if you floor an electric car, that immediately turns to more that immediately translates to more turning of the wheels, and so the acceleration is a lot more in like if you're standing still and accelerating because there's no translation. Top speed is higher for combustion cars for now, but the acceleration is higher for electric cars because of the linear torque curve.
Wait,
Because
so
your only limit is the speed of electricity, right?
Yeah,
Which is way like
faster than
yeah, way faster than you having to burn petrol and then shoot that and then you know.
and then oh yeah, for sure. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, got it.
That's why Teslas can go 0 to 60 in like ridiculous
Yeah,
times compared to um the big
okay,
combustion car.
got it. That's cool. So
yeah.
another.
Yeah,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead.
Okay, I was gonna start a new topic. So if you
Yeah, no, it's just that's like the whole thing with Tesla and electric motors and why people really like it because it's that quickness.
yeah,
I'm yet to experience it.
that makes sense. Um, but yeah, so what another thing we were thinking about, so I was talking to my uncle about this. I don't know if I told any of you guys about it, but so think about this. Do you guys know the the trolley,
Hmm.
the trolley problem? I think it's a
Problem?
problem.
Ethical
Yeah.
problem, yeah, dilemma.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. So imagine that,
Mm-hmm.
but for an artificial intelligence to make that on a driverless car. I don't know,
Wait,
did
what
we
is the
talk about
problem?
this?
Can you
No,
explain
not
what
with
the
me.
I
trolley
feel like we
problem
did in
is?
our TOK presentation, didn't we?
No, I don't know. I don't
Didn't
know.
we
I don't
talk?
know.
Didn't we talk about AI and ethics?
Yeah, but we didn't talk about this, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So, Ritik, you mean that if a
Okay.
electric car
Wait.
is speeding uh, towards one to a group of people,
Yeah,
if it
towards
will
one person, and
if it
it has
will switch to hit more people?
more people. Yeah, or just hit that one person.
Yeah, like who programs it to like make that decision, and how does that person program
Well, remember, they don't program this, right? It learns so a car learns how to drive
it? Mm-hmm.
based on the well, so with driverless car right now, it learns on based on the car in front of you, right?
Right.
No,
Right?
no,
Right?
no.
Isn't
It
are you
learns based
sure?
on the driver in the car. Why would it learn from the car in front of you?
How would it learn from the driver? Oh, like the driver in front of the car, right?
No, because you're sitting in the car, it measures how you're driving and it sees the area around you. So it's like, Okay, because the car, the AI doesn't need to learn what cars. So they of course they will be learning about. They will be watching the cars in front of them to be able to more accurately predict what a car will do at any moment. So they do learn something from the cars, but they are learning from how you turn the wheel, how you use the gas, how you use the brakes, um,
But you
how
aren't
you.
doing that, right?
Oh, no, but you. Oh, I see what you mean. So
Yeah.
so at first it's built up using driver data,
Yeah,
but
yeah. So that's,
and
but
it,
on the
it
road situation, right?
but
Like it
yeah.
knows, sorry
Hmm.
to interrupt, but it knows how to drive, right? So like from
Right.
before, we can train that using simulation. We don't even need like a personal dude to drive it, right?
But the
Hmm.
way Tesla does it is it gathers data from all its existing drivers right now. Every time you
Yeah.
use autopilot, it collects that data
Oh,
and then sends it to
Mhm.
wherever to
it
Tesla.
does it
And then,
from everyone?
yeah, so their
Yeah.
whole
Yeah.
fleet, as more Teslas are being bought and driven, their AI
Okay.
just gets better
It's
and
just
better.
better and better. Okay. That's smart. That's actually
Yeah,
really cheap
it's a great way to
versus
Yeah.
do it
So I
because you
guess
don't
going
need
with,
to
yeah.
pay for testing.
Yeah.
Your customers are your testers.
Investors, yeah. That's
I
smart.
I guess also another thing that built into that is that um, um, when um, when the Tesla is on the road, then how can I say it? It doesn't learn from the driver anymore, but it learns from its own experience. So it's like, so I guess that's where the intervention from the driver comes in, where it will learn like, okay, if I do this and then my driver intervenes, that means I was doing the wrong thing, and so I'll do less of that. And or if there's an accident, it'll probably be able to know like, oh crap, I screwed up. I shouldn't have, I shouldn't have cut in front of this person so quickly, or something like that. So
Hmm.
it'll learn from experience, but it'll learn from itself being a driver. It won't learn from watching other cars.
So it'll
Yeah, that's just way too complicated.
watching the other part. Well, it'll make decisions based on watching the other. Are we sure about this? I
Yeah. Okay. So
because
wait,
I
like
didn't research this,
definitely,
okay? So I don't know.
definitely. Yeah. I'm also just speaking from just kind of first principles of understanding what a good way would probably be to do these things. But if definitely they are watching the cars in front of them to decide on what move to make, just like
Yeah,
I
that's because
would
yeah,
watch a
just
car
like
in
yeah.
front of me to decide what move to make. But I'm
Mm-hmm.
not watching other drivers to become a better driver. I would
Mm-hmm.
practice driving to become a better driver.
Mm-hmm.
So is that does that distinction kind of make sense?
Yeah.
So like the AI as well. Like I mean, imagine coding that. Imagine saying like take vague data from um, from how these objects in front of you are moving. But because you also don't have any other data about those cars, right? You don't have data about um, what the driver is doing, how the driver is um, making decisions, like how the steering wheel is moving, how I guess you can measure how fast it's going and the direction, but just you don't have any data about that car except for like one visual entry point versus all the data that you have about the car that you are, like saying the AI is the car. Um, so just that distinction, it seems like it's a lot easier to just use the existing um, like being in the car and using the data from the car itself rather than trying to spot and understand and encode cars that are on the road that you actually don't know anything about.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like imagine if you're also teaching someone how to drive. You would you'd first be in the car with them and you'd show them the controls and then you'd let them drive while you're kind of like super micromanaging them and like intervening when needed and all that stuff. And then you
Yeah.
would just let them drive. You won't put someone in a car and say, "Hey, see what that car over there is doing? Yeah, do that." Uh,
Mm-hmm.
because because the
Yeah,
person
that yeah.
who you're trying
Yeah.
to teach doesn't know all the data about what that other car is doing.
Mm-hmm. Fair, fair. Yeah, but anyway, That was good. That was good. I understood it better. But still, I don't see how back to the trolley problem. And that brings in a lot of ethical considerations. Like, should we
Hmm.
hard code this? Should we be like, if in this situation, follow? But if you're hard coding this, then we need an answer to this, right?
Yeah, and no one really has an answer.
I
As an
think
answer to this.
I saw an article that BMW would protect the driver over a pedestrian. So if there is a uh, if there is a pedestrian in the road, like the car won't, because obviously the I mean obviously all car manufacturers are working on these algorithms, and um, you can code the car to say if there is an obstacle in the road, protect the obstacle at all costs. And the car would just flip out as soon as there's something in the road. But I think a BMW car is coded um, to to protect the driver of the car or the passenger in the car at all costs. So even if that is, they would safely slow down, and if that hits the obstacle, even if it's a pedestrian, then that's just like the cost.
Really? But isn't that crazy? Because you have
But it's
airbags.
well, yeah. So I mean, there'll be a lot of like specifics around it, obviously, but I've heard that that's the general direction that BMW is going in.
That's crazy. Yeah, so it's kind of crazy as like computer scientists. That's what I keep telling everyone that I know. That the
Imagine
computer
if a car like makes a decision that if I speed through this pedestrian, I will not let it suffer. I think that's the best outcome for everyone. So you see a
Let's
pedestrian in
aim
the
for the
road and the
quickest
car is
death
just going like,
possible.
there'll be situations like that. I'm pretty sure like regulations will need it to stop in a certain way
Hmm.
to not endanger anyone, um, and even maybe like forcing the driver to take the hit, so to speak, if there is a you or me situation. I'm sure regulation will come into that, but like it is definitely a hard problem,
Yeah,
and it is one that we shouldn't hard code, in my opinion, because if you make an AI, the whole point of an AI is to not do all the thinking for this computer and to make a computer that can think for itself and come up with solutions that we really aren't able to come up with. So if you hard code an AI to say like, okay, if you see this, then do this, then you're eliminating, or like, okay, if you see uh, a shape that looks like a pedestrian, then decrease your speed at a minus acceleration of x until you stop right in front of it, and try to perform this as well as possible. If you do that, then the AI is not going to learn all the way to avert crises, and then it will always do that. And maybe if we let the AI, I mean, of course, we would probably be sacrificing some people um, as it learns, but we really should be prioritizing um, the AI learning the best way in all situations to avert a crisis. Because if you let it do that, then in a year or two of data collection and trial and error from all the cars that are in your network, then you're going to find solutions to every single kind of pedestrian or obstacle problem. And then the AI itself will know that, okay, if I'm going at this speed and this object is this large and it's that far away from me, then I shouldn't try to brake. I should try to swerve, or I should swerve in this exact specific way. So I definitely don't think we should hard code it, and that if we don't hard code it, that the AI would come up with a solution where almost no one is ever killed in these kinds of situations.
kind of crazy. It's so crazy. But yeah, yeah, it's true. It's a lot to take in whenever we discuss like future like this, because with computers, everything's really possible, or anything's really possible, right? Like, remember in Black Mirror where you would remember everything? Isn't that what pretty much neural link is?
Oh yeah, yeah. That first
Yeah,
episode. That's probably
yeah.
that's one application of
One
Neuralink.
of the yeah, and all that is crazy to think
That would
about.
put that technology would put a lot of lawyers out of money.
Yeah.
It's really
Well,
funny.
I don't think we'll need lawyers by then.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. We won't
Did
need
you guys hear?
anyone, bro.
Did you guys hear about the AI judges?
No.
No.
Are they
I,
actually testing those somewhere?
I actually think that that was in Life 3.0, where they figured out that if you um, that I think they had an adjacent uh, judge, uh, an AI judge, to see the whole case. I don't know how exactly they did all the data input and all that, but um, they I forgot exactly what the phrasing was for this, but um, that judges are really inconsistent in their decision making, and that they found that when it's closer to lunchtime, like right before lunchtime,
Yeah, I
that
remember.
judges um, are likely to uh, give a guilty sentence. So imagine you're this criminal that's actually, or this guy that's actually innocent, and your case just happens to pop up right before lunchtime, and then you're just found guilty because the judge is hungry. So that's kind of like a silly example, but realistically as well, imagine all the data processing that a judge needs to do, and understanding and connecting things together, and an AI can just do a lot better than that. And I think what they found as well in that test was that the AI is able to make more consistent decisions that I guess more judges agree with. Uh, so it's weird where it's I feel like I would rather, if I got a guilty sentence from a judge that's an AI, that I would feel kind of like not really confident with that decision. So I don't know. Should we be allowing AI judges? Is that a scary future?
It's a weird future.
I feel
It's
like there'd be a
like
huge hue and cry about who coded the AI and be like, oh, it's a deep state conspiracy.
Yeah. They'll
but
look at
yeah, it's sorry, go ahead.
they'll look at all the patterns and say like
Mm-hmm.
these kinds of people are twice
Mm-hmm.
as likely to be found guilty, and that this
Exactly.
AI is prejudiced against whatever group is being attacked at that time. Yeah, it'll be a
Cast
huge thing.
billions. Let's do it. Uh, but yeah, one thing crazy to think about, as you were saying that, it goes back to our TOK presentation, right? That
Mm-hmm.
that are human emotions worth it when it comes to making tough calls, like like giving someone life imprisonment or something like that.
Yeah. I think I mean it's a bit of a slight topic change. But I just don't really wanna it's just the statement I wanna make. I think like it's really interesting all these ethical like considerations you have to make when creating an AI. I think they're really interesting, but we kind of don't realize because it's kind of normal to us the kind of ethical implications of raising a child. Because isn't it like a weird concept to like impart your entire value system to this person who has no choice whether to accept it or not? But like we can leave that there.
Hmm.
One thing, I hate that it's 18.
You hate that it's 18.
Can we
18
get
what?
over with this game?
Oh.
It's really ooh.
For a second, I thought you were talking about legal age. I was like, what?
Oh, okay.
Like, well, would you rather be at like 12? I don't understand.
12 to drink, bro. Oh, there's two ways.
Yeah.
What's that?
How you get productivity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just had to. Since we had changed the topic, I had to.
Do you have a plan for your 20 long road?
No, not really.
You're kind of stuck.
Yeah,
Rowan's got it.
no, I can add two more.
He outroaded you.
Yeah, he did. He blocked me.
You
20
can't
roads,
outroad the
dude.
roadmaster. I'm sorry. You can beat me, but you can't beat me on the roads.
Build one. I dare you.
Should I?
I
No.
dare you.
Do it.
That's right. See, he didn't build it.
Mm-hmm. I'm too scared. What can I say?
Scared. Yeah, too scared to build the road.
I was honestly like planning on adding insult to injury and like building ships to block you off as well.
Walk me where?
And
Yeah,
like where
where?
your ships end.
But I can only go
He's
one
already
place.
blocked.
I
Yeah.
know, out of pure spite.
Block me there as well.
Yeah.
Fine.
Build on the table, bro. It's your only choice.
Yeah, I'll go
Dude, you're
through that.
basically
table.
connecting. You're connecting to all your pieces. On my screen, at least. You're on the right.
Yeah, that's what he should do it. Infinite world. Keep counting.
I only have 3 more roads, so I have to use some ships. Oh, I think I've actually mean myself. I don't think I can do the loop. Oh, I can.
No, if you build a settlement and then use a ship to
Yeah.
connect them.
Let's connect them.
Good.
Yeah.
I can also move the existing ships, so it should be
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you'll be
move
good.
it. Move it.
Nah, I'm not gonna move the existing ships though. That's exactly what Rithik wants.
No.
Who needs wood?
I'll take wood.
What I
Do
need.
you have wheat and
sheep.
ore?
No, I do not.
What I
Sheep.
need is for this game to end.
Yeah, it's not going to.
It's not.
Honestly, I think
How long have we been in the podcast? So this editing will be horrible because I stopped 3 times.
Rithik, why?
Because I forget that I can't move anything.
Rithik, no. Oh god.
Yeah,
I swear to
okay.
God, they're gonna invent quantum computers before we're done with this.
You and end your turn, please.
Are we sure it's up to 18?
Yeah,
Yes, it definitely is.
I
I
told
checked
Gotham.
twice.
Told Gotham that. Are
Hey,
you
that was the
sure
default,
about
okay? That was the default. We
Oh,
get it. You
man.
can't build a city. Oh my god.
Oof. Oof.
8 wood gone down the drain. Was it worth it?
I guess.
Out of the deal? It's a bank.
Oh my goodness.
The bank is
It's like
swimming in
real
cash,
life.
man.
There we go.
It's a fight for second now.
What?
It's a fight for
Yeah.
second.
There we go. I got it. I
You
built
got it,
it.
fam.
I got it. I built
I'm
it.
proud of you.
It's coming
I know.
home.
Oh my.
Yeah, that was
That
great.
was good. That was
I
good.
hate 9. I still don't get anything from 9. Throughout this game, I've gotten nothing from 9.
Hey, Ewan. Nice wheat, bro.
Mhm. Wait, what?
Ooh.
I said nice
She.
wheat.
Nice what? Oh,
Wheat.
wheat.
Nothing.
He took it away.
What? Did you take away my
It's mine
wheat?
now.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, brother.
No, dude, I built especially for that.
Hey, Rohan.
I'm
What are you
hysterical.
gonna take?
Actually, should I do it to him again?
Ooh,
Unlucky.
she. Oh, game over. Oh god.
Unlucky.
Victory Royale.
Oh, that's over. That's GG
Ooh.
to you, man.
Dude,
Ooh.
that. Oh, I feel
Wait.
bad.
So what did you do?
Look at,
I'm making
Look at
tea.
you, Wood.
bro. Wait, does he have anything?
No,
Yeah,
he
he
has.
has-
He has
he
He
has
has
9, 10,
11,
11.
9, and 10.
Yeah.
That's such
Really?
an L.
Wow,
Really?
dude, I'm also like the weakest guy.
Bro.
Well, now you're the weakest guy.
Mhm. 1 point.
Okay, what to do now?
Oh,
Damn,
God.
Ewan. Desert, brick, and 11 stone. Calm down
Did
there,
you
bro.
take two of? Did you take two of my things?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did you
bro.
take the
I
wheat
took
and the
3.
wood?
Yep. Yep. I had to.
Wow.
Dude, it lets me select random ones. It's not the
Yeah,
one.
it is around there. Kind of cursed, not gonna lie.
Okay, I
Yeah,
guess I'll just
I
play
fought
I
in
that.
think,
war.
okay, if you build a road right now, can you win it?
Who?
Rohan.
Me?
It's 18,
Yeah.
bro.
I know. How much does this thing give you?
What
2.
longest road? It's 2.
Oh, really? That's it?
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was like 4.
We've been
My,
fighting
lit-
since then for 2.
my small revenge got them. Did you like that?
Yeah. Yeah, you
I'm
got me,
fighting
bro.
back.
Really
You
got him,
got me.
you.
I gave up, bro. You did it. You win.
Well, that was a good move, though. You don't have any
Yeah, that was a
bricks now.
great move.
Yeah.
I'm biting at your ankles. Damn.
Oh yes. Oh
Oh my
yes.
god,
Dude,
stop.
you really need like alliances in this game so you
In this game,
so you,
yeah.
so yeah, in this game mode, so that you don't lose the yeah, so you don't lose the spot that you're working on or that you need. You share resources. Damn.
I'm gonna fall asleep while playing.
How late is it for you? What's the time?
It's 12:30.
Oh shit. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. Okay.
Dude, I feel bad. I just completely robbed you and
Yeah,
know.
yeah. You should feel bad. I feel bad.
oh dude.
I feel bad for just being me.
Yeah, wanna see
Can
me
you
do it
move
again.
that shit, please? Please, Rohan.
Which,
Just
no, I'm
move
not
that.
gonna do. I'm not gonna move.
Make it more
I'm
interesting,
not
bro.
gonna move.
You know you want to.
Yeah,
Just
make
make it
more.
interesting.
Make it longer,
Come on.
bro. Make it
Make
longer
this game
than-
even longer. Yes, that is what I'm going to do. Ugh, it's cancer. It's all cancer.
You know what's interesting about computers? They don't need to sleep either. So not only like if you think about a labor
Eh.
force of computers, that's like infinite production all the time.
Yeah.
That's very nice.
I thought you were gonna segue to Hrithik leaving and AI taking over
Ah,
for his Catan.
oh, that's funny. Yeah, no,
I
no,
thought
but
you
like
were going there.
it's more important than ever now to grab capital and means of production, like as an individual, because you need to make sure that you're owning those factors of production and you need to own those resources. Otherwise, life's gonna run away with you.
Yeah. Oh, something Hrithik and I were talking about before was will AI lead to UBI?
Hmm.
Will we need a UBI
Possibly.
if we have AI?
Yeah,
I
it
mean, we
has
will,
to.
right?
It has to. There's no
Eventually,
way.
yeah.
Well, there could be.
Unless we really rein in AI, I think you're right. I think there has to be.
No, well, it depends on what type of jobs come up, right?
But
And
like theoretically, your general AI could do anything, couldn't it?
well, yeah, I guess, but we don't know. I
I
can't
mean,
like imagine being in 1940 and asking what the jobs would be like in 2020. No one
yeah,
had heard of computer science, and it just came in.
that's true.
Yeah, sports will still be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Sports can't be
Maybe.
replaced, but
Like, imagine like just watching pro Catan AI play. Like, wouldn't that be
yeah,
thrilling?
no.
um,
Yeah, that's kind of something that I figured as well. It's the only
oh, why
thing
did I
that
do that? Never mind.
like,
And unless,
well,
sorry, go ahead.
well, the one thing that Neuralink athletes won't be able to use Neuralink because yeah, that they will cease to be athletes if they can use Neuralink. Because then you can just learn like a martial art in a second and you can like totally destroy your opponent. So it'll be like steroids. They probably won't allow athletes to use Neuralink. Or
Unless all athletes use it.
Yeah, that's what.
yeah. So they'll have to see. Maybe they'll have an abridged version of the Neuralink or something where they don't doesn't enhance their physical abilities. Because just like Just imagine that. It will be kind of weird. Like they'll have to figure that out. So that and like a lot of mental sports like chess and stuff. Even Catan will probably be taken over by AI. But you won't have like robot football players because
Mm-hmm.
the whole um, benefit of sports is to is is to train your body naturally in the best way possible. That's the whole cool thing about sports. And yeah, if you take out the natural part of that, then the point of sports ceases to exist.
I mean, I think there's still something to be said for like pure entertainment. Like we still like we still like to watch boxing movies, even though like it's not really about the physical prowess. It's about like the story, and I think that's a lot of sports. It's the like narratives, the story, the emotion.
That's why
But
WWE is a thing.
Mm-hmm.
wait, another thing, if robots were looking like humans,
Mm-hmm.
like super realistic,
Mm-hmm.
and they play football, then what?
Yeah, have you seen that movie with Hugh Jackman? I forget the name. It's like the
Real
robot boxing
Steel.
movie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there
Real
was a
Steel.
game about it. I was
Yeah,
obsessed with that game for a while. It's
yeah,
crazy.
robot boxing.
It's good. It was a good game.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like that. It would something like that. And that was pretty entertaining. So it's still it'll be different. And assuming if we combine with the with robots, then that would be different, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
then there'll still be like labor work. It'll just be a different type of labor work, you know? Like the
Yeah.
labor work changed now. Now it's the like I was talking to Rohan about it, it's the small coding jobs.
Mm-hmm.
It's like building a website. That's like labor in computer science. At least that's what I think. Not creative and yeah. And
Wow.
yeah, I'm sorry to
Just shit on
whoever.
like 25% of the population of India, then I guess.
I'm kidding.
Wow. Let's see what it
But yeah.
Damn you.
Help them notice that I spared you.
is.
Yeah.
Just notice it. Remember it.
I hate this game.
Unluck.
He has no heart. He's so
What do you
cool.
need? What do you need?
I
Please finish
honestly
it.
don't like whatever. Wait,
Just
wait.
build
I want to
one more
steal.
road. What?
I want to steal. I'm gonna like
Yeah, just tactically steal
select the
what?
meme. Just like boop. Oh,
Okay.
that worked well actually. Thank you.
You want more? I can give you more. Just end it,
Can you
please.
give me stone?
I don't have stone. Sorry.
I
I
don't
don't
have
have
stone.
stone or wood. I can give you two
All right.
sheeps, two. Okay, you just need 1 point.
Uh-huh.
End it.
Yeah.
End my suffering.
I can't. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh my god, I could have given you everything. You could have built a settlement. Okay, you can't.
I
I
can't.
could have given. Oh, you need stone. Oh my
I think you do need stone.
god.
Don't let him sleep. Rob the stone. Rob the stone.
This one's sleep.
The 5 stone. Do it. Do it. Damn. Still cucking Ritik after all of this.
Oh,
Oof, Ritik. The road building really fucked you over. I'm not gonna lie.
it's fine.
You
Whatever. It's
invested too
just
much in
roads.
roads.
Roads is the
Oh,
way.
oh. Dude, look at him. Should I take another resource from him?
Look at me.
Wow. I'm sorry.
Doing it, dude. He's getting a little rebellious.
Yeah,
See how much I
a little
have
too
on
big for his
stone?
boots, honestly.
See how much I have of stone, and of ores, and I have no ores. I just don't have it. I have even an ore outpost, but zero ore, and I'm not even trading it for anything.
For
As
like a
useless
couple
or
turns there, you had a lot of stone because people were
Yeah.
rolling 11, but you gave it all to Rithik and I.
very disappointed.
Ewan, where are you going?
Oh my goodness.
Going to the 6 man.
Stop.
Let me just deal off of that.
You're
One
Rithik. After
card.
this, we're playing the World War II mod, right?
I'm down.
No, you're not. Shut up.
Great War mod? You mean? No, World War
Yeah.
II mod
Oh,
is
World War One, man.
it's
Sorry.
just a
I mean, that's
normal
how
game.
sleep deprived I am. How are you alive? You know?
I don't know. I don't know.
But no, I meant World War II mod for Victoria, obviously, clearly.
Or yeah, of course. Of
The
course.
only game for civilized people.
Yes, it's Victoria too.
Hmm. Oh,
Do you need
Ewan,
something?
Ewan, you want to give me that stone you got there? Oh, never mind. I'm good.
You actually
Damn.
did.
Damn.
You
Damn.
finished.
Damn.
Um, I'm
This
just
was
gonna
good.
like
Can you build 2 roads and then finish it?
no, I
No, you
can't.
don't have roads.
I'm on
Can
a
you build?
road shoot.
Oh man.
I can't. I can't.
Build
I
a
can't.
settlement without getting a victory point.
Don't know about that.
I wanted that circuit. See,
Mm,
this is
mm.
why you could have given me that.
I'm just gonna upgrade this empty settlement. There you go.
That.
Kill me.
Damn. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that disparity, dude. Second place has half your points.
Jeez. Hey! How did I land third?
That was horrible.
Because I let you.
That was like that was almost a feature length game.
Yeah, that was the whole game. Yeah,
Hour 43 minutes. Oof.
All right, second one. Let's go.
no, I'm done, bro. Hi, boys. This was fun recording.
This was fun
All right.
recording.
It was a lot to
What
say.
topic for next week? I don't know. I had something, but I can't remember it. I'll tell you guys in the chat. But
Cool.
yes, that's all from us, folks.
That's awesome. What's the Looney Tunes song?
That's
That's
all,
all,
folks.
folks.
Hmm.
No, the song.
What do you mean the song?
Like the
Jeez,
background
sorry.
noise.
I'm sure they have more than one song. I think.
No, the background noise in the. Okay, whatever. I'm stopping it.
Wait, let's see if it works. Bot spam. Play Looney Tunes song.
Yeah. There we go. Did it work?
Oh, can't play a song is longer than 3 hours. Why is there a 3 hour long Looney Tunes video?
Okay, we gotta end it. I need Looney Tunes. Yeah, it's the. Okay, we gotta watch the ad first.
Wait,
Just
tell
edit it
Craig to
in.
leave.
It's the.